Fact. 5, 4, 3. What's that?
Three branches.
What about the 3 branches?
They're an example of order because you have the judiciary, legislative, and executive, and they balance each other out, and they create order.
Okay, you have 3 branches of government that balance each other out, the executive, the judiciary, and the legislative branch, and they create order. Josh's group, are you buying this?
No, they should be out too.
They should be out too. Okay, Cassandra's group, are you buying this? No. Dustin's group, are you buying this?
Which one?
What they just said.
No.
No, it's unanimous. Gerard's group is out. Dustin's group, give me a fact.
Equality.
What about equality?
Yeah, we're talking about it, Jehovah's Witness stuff. That's
Go ahead, what about Jehovah's Witnesses?
freedom, because at the end of the day, they had, chances that they could, they could say that they were not going to salute the flag,
And that violated what freedom?
The First Amendment right to freedom of speech, or I'm sorry, freedom of religion.
Freedom of religion under the First Amendment. Yeah, that is true. The flag salute case would have violated, it did violate ultimately the second time, their freedom of religion. All right, Cassandra's group. You get this wrong, you're out, which means they get the point, so no pressure.
Okay, so we want to talk about the Equal Rights Amendment.
Well, that's a pretty safe bet. Go ahead.
How women should be able to get paid equally as men, but when we had the overhead up there, it was talking about the certain words that it said about, like how you said about strict and loose. I mean, no.
But it tries to create equality between men and women. I
Okay.
mean, obviously it was never passed, but that was its
So it
intent.
failed in terms of doing that.
Yeah, but also we were talking about whether or not gay people would be covered under this. So it may attempt to create equality for men and women, but not necessarily with all populations within the United States.
I can go with that. Yes, I can go with that. Dustin's group, give me a fact. If y'all miss this, you open the door for them.
The recall vote, that's an example.
Oh boy. What's the recall vote example of?
The recall vote
California.
in California, an example of the people's right to freedom of petition. If they don't like a politician who is in office, midterm, they can enact freedom of petition.
Recall,
get 'em-
yeah.
get 'em-
That's really good. Recall, the freedom, if you will, to remove an ineffective political figure. In California instance, we were talking about the governor. I can totally go with that. Give me a fact, Cassandra's group. You get it wrong, you're out.
We talked about the voting trends, or how more and more people have been capable, had the freedom to vote.
Uh-huh.
And so when
So
we
it
talked
was-
about the how it's just the wealthy, rich white men, and then it progressed to all white men, and then it progressed to all men, and then it progressed to both men and women, and then anyone over 18. So talking about freedom over time, at least in that respect, freedom has grown.
Okay, so there was gradual change, and the freedom that you're dealing with is voting rights, and gradually that freedom expanded. Yeah, I can go with that. Dustin's group, give me a fact. 5.
Okay, the order of the people, the fact that the President of the United States is given executive powers to carry out war that he deems necessary in order to protect the people from national threats.
Okay, what does that deal with that? So.
Order. Yes, sir. Order.
Constitutional order.
Okay, all right, say that again. Okay, I'm starting to see this a little bit. I know you're digging deep on this one. That's why I'm laughing. You're digging deep on this one. Okay.
All right. An example of order is the fact that if the executive branch deems it necessary, they can carry out.
Like, give me a specific example. Like what?
President Bush's preemptive strike on Iraq because he deemed Iraq a threat, a national threat to the national security of the United States. So he sent in forces preemptively without the approval of Congress.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Did President Bush send in forces without the approval of Congress? Ramel, did they?
They did not protest it, but you know.
Josh, did they? There was a joint resolution of Congress that authorized this. That's out. So if y'all give me a right answer, it's yours. 5,
Oh,
4.
we were talking about the Jose Padilla case.
Jose Padilla. What about Jose Padilla?
He was being held against his will. He was being held against his will, so it's like the freedom versus.
What does that mean? He was being held against his will. What do you mean?
Because he was plotting to like, he had the map of.
An airport.
He had the map of an airport,
And
right?
he was accused of wanting to bomb the airport.
Yes.
And it was alleged, so it wasn't really confirmed that he was trying to bomb the.
Okay, so what does this have to do with freedom, order, and equality? He's being held
He
against his
wasn't-
will.
He wasn't given a trial.
He wasn't given a
just-
trial.
He didn't even have a warrant.
His rights were, his freedoms were.
He didn't have a
violated.
warrant?
I mean, they didn't have a warrant for him.
Okay, he didn't have a trial. Go ahead.
It's infringing on his freedoms in order to preserve order, and it goes back to that balance.
What freedoms are we talking about? Trial and what else? Because there were a couple of other things that he didn't get.
I wasn't here for it, so.
Oh, that's
Other
right,
things
you
that he
weren't.
didn't get.
No pressure, guys. What other things was it?
No, time's over.
Trial.
He didn't get a lawyer.
He didn't get a lawyer. He didn't get a trial. And the most important thing of all, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, he
One.
didn't get
1. I need an answer.
Done.
He didn't get what?
Done.
Done. He wasn't charged. He didn't get a trial. He didn't have a lawyer. He was never charged. I need an answer now. 5,
Well, we said that.
4, 3, 2. Boy, it's gonna be quick. 1. I need an answer. Okay, I need one more answer. Y'all have
What
it.
do you mean an answer?
I need one fact.
Examples?
One fact of freedom, order, and equality. Go ahead.
Okay, with order, when acting a law, you need 2 of the 3 branches.
Say what now?
When acting a law, you need 2 of the 3 branches.
When enacting a law, you need 2 of the 3 branches. That's true. How does that deal with freedom, order, and equality?
Order.
How?
It's balancing
Where
out
the two branch, so one branch doesn't, the separation of powers.
Go ahead.
So like when one branch doesn't try to abuse another branch, so you need two.
2 of
out
the 3. So this actually falls under freedom, order, or equality.
order.
Does fall under order. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Okay.
Also freedom.
Write your names down. Put +4 on there. Write your names down. Put +4. That'll be on the first exam. I'm gonna try. You can go ahead and turn it now. You can turn.